It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Lance. This goes out wide from Mixon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Lance looks to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Henry Ruggs, 35 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. On first down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Moore, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. They will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And Lance now to throw. Flushed out right. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Get there and bring him down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Seven, our score after 1. To throw again is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Zach Wilson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Now Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down, here's Mostert again. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 25 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Lance. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Lance escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lance now on first down. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Working from the gun, Lance. Flush to his right. And he finds Fitzgerald. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Flushed out right. Here's a diving catch right side. From the 41, Lance. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now play fake. Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first down, Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And Lance will try again on second down. Right back to Fitzgerald, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Joe Mixon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Richie James on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson dancing to his left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, 41 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fitzgerald. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. One through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Josh Allen. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. 44 guard. 44. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Moore. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react.
He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson. Being chased out. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second and 7. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Here's James. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. There's Wilson to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it a second down. Wilson will throw again. That's swung out to Mostert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Buying time. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Here's Lance. Quick slant caught by Chase. And some room to maneuver. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Carolina. Jamar Chase, 74 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now Ross to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. That catch good for only a couple.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
From the 22, Lance looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit where you narrow down too much and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to run.
This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to... And he's got it! What a catch on the sideline. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Wilson. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 45 yards. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those. And
down he goes. The 49ers get there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Lance looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Carolina.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough, and sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
54, mark, 54, mark. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 1st down, Mixon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd and 7, Lance. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Lance. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown, Panthers. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Niners. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hang on. Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out.
To get this drive underway. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Wilson. And this is...
Back in here and watch this one because you and we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Gold with the extra point, and they will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners football right now, 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably... Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder.
That's a great sign of maturity. And the Niners will continue.